welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been 60 years since the Packers and Chiefs met down in Southern California in what would come to be known as the first Super Bowl. But now, at modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, we are counting down to Super Bowl 60, and we've got a great matchup in store. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon going along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Confident. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go.
The drive will start with an option going left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good start. One play, 10 yards. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bills. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bills go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The quick feed by Jackson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And when he's the centerpiece of the offense, they're taking a backseat to his teammates. Offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Wiggles free. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is caught at the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
First down. A first and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolute gorgeous throw. Perfect arm, and it results in a big, big pickup.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
He was brought down by Terrell Bernard. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it running right. He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
6-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Philadelphia.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Gain of 6. And an Eagle 1st down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Throwing is Hurts. And he fires one incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running left, it's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's good for the Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
Motion man is Shakir.
At the Eagles' 46-yard
To the
line.
air, Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Bills, first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Still shedding tackles. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, 71 yards. And the Bills will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers, but you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces, so that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it, so that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Hurts. And he is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action with Hurts. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 60. Second quarter coming your way next. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 3 yards out. And the Eagles get a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. But partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, it's Norris. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10 at the 23.
To throw, it's Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Norris. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 14. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And it'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
Second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
He was brought down by Taylor Brown. It's a gain of 3. And an Eagle first down.
They'll fake the jet sweep and give it to Bigsby. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a yard at the 33-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down.
And the Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Allen gonna throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Bills.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Norris. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
now
2nd
Allen.
and 3.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
On the coverage.
Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
14 yards. That's good for the Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Keon Coleman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his third touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Looks like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Hurts to throw. That's to Naylor once again. Second down and 4.
Complete to Jalen Naylor. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Eagles.
They'll set up a throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A gain of 13 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Now Hurts going to keep it right left. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 9, 2nd and about a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
The kick by Elliott is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios of the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down, Eagles.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts. Pass complete to narrow right side. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw here. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got Smith here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll look to throw again. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. His throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's third and 10.
No gain on the play. It's
On play action, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's fourth.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fights loose. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And here come the Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Moore, the man in motion. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
Yards on the play.
To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, second and 6.
second and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old-school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This will be caught by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Joey Bosa showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
The handoff, Barkley running left. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season.